What's going on, YouTube? What's going on, family? I'm getting ready to start a brand new series on how to lead and how to lead during my time in the Marine Corps. This is an introduction. This is an introduction to leadership as far as my experiences in the Marine Corps and currently where I am right now in my life. Back in 1991, a young man from Williston, South Carolina, decided to come into the Marine Corps. Never had any intentions of coming into the Marine Corps, never had any intentions of serving the country, but I had to do something for my mom. I had to do something for my family. So as I decided to come into the Marine Corps, I always started with why. I always started with the reason why I wanted to join. So throughout that time in the Marine Corps, back in Parris Island in South Carolina, throughout Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, communications center operator course in California, I watch great leaders and I watch not so great leaders. And I said to myself, I'm going to be that type of leader that's going to learn from those that do great things. Also learn from those that do not so great things. So that led me to creating my own leadership style, my own leadership flow, and just focusing on what can I do to impact as many lives as I can. But first and foremost, I had to work on me. I had to focus on me. I had to look at the internal and ask myself, what am I going to do to be the leader that people will follow? It started out in boot camp. In boot camp, senior drill instructor, Staff Sergeant Smith. And shout out to all my Marine Corps veterans out there. You probably know your senior drill instructor. Of those that's been in the military, you probably know your drill sergeants. You probably knew your instructors, remembering that particular point. So I learned from him. I learned from him on how to be a dynamic leader. And as a young Marine, private first class, that's E2 for the military folk, I still did that. So that was the consistency that I had over time. Who do I have to look for as far as being a great leader? Private first class, E2. And then I made E3, Lance Corporal, and I was going to get out of the Marine Corps. Back in Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, 8th Marine Regiment, Communications Platoon, I had some bad leadership. I had some bad leadership, and I said, this was 1994. And I said, I am getting out. I'm getting out of the Marine Corps. I'm not. The next duty station, I have no idea what's going to happen in the next duty station. I am done. But going back to 1991, I had the intentions. I had the intentions of spending 26 years in the Marine Corps, retiring as a master sergeant. 20 years in the Marine Corps. May I misspoke? 20 years, but I spent 26 years in the Marine Corps. Then I said, let me go ahead and see what Okinawa, Japan has offered. This was 1994. I had orders. Back in Camp Lejeune, bad leadership, I was going to get out. I remember being on a combined arms exercise in 29 Palms, California, kind of call it Mojave Viper right now. And I was walking my post in a military manner, keeping always on the alert and observing everything that takes place within sight or hearing. And then I got orders to 7th Con Battalion. Some may call it 7th Crime Battalion. The Marines out there, hoorah. And I met a gentleman I'm going to name drop him, Victor Richardson. I was a Lance Corporal. He was a sergeant. He took me underneath his wing. And everything changed. Everything changed in regards to leadership. That's when I found out what true and real leadership was about. Looking at him, I saw myself as being a little mini me, a little mini Victor, or a little mini Richardson. And so as he walked, I wanted to walk like him. As he talked, I want to talk like him. So for me, leadership starts with the foundation of seeking out great leaders, seeking out great leaders, and then developing your own leadership style. So I took you from 1990 to 1994, or 1991 to 1994. My next video, I'm going to take you from 1994 to 1998 and how I set a super strong foundation of being the leader that you currently see right now. I appreciate all of you who've been watching my videos, fitness, faith, motivation, all of that. I'm going to give you more, but I'm really going to focus. My wheelhouse, I believe, is leadership. And I'm going to give you the tools. I'm going to give you the things that actually help me become a great leader in the Marine Corps, in business, in life, with my family, so on and so forth. And I love each and every one of you with the love of the Lord. Please subscribe to this channel and I will deliver more content like this. God bless you. God keep you. To God Almighty, Yahweh, be all the glory.